Hello everyone, I hope you're having an awesome day. This is another Infinity Kingdom video. So my channel is kind of new. It's been up for about a couple months and really I've been posting videos regularly for about a month now. And so I appreciate every one of you and the viewers that I do get, and I especially appreciate getting some comments in there because I love engagement with my videos. Now, the reason why I do videos is I've always enjoyed doing videos. I actually went to college as a media arts major and emphasis on video production, but I never went that direction in my career. I actually went a different direction, and I was very happy. I've been very happy in the direction that I chose in my career. So this is basically kind of a hobby of mine, and I really enjoy playing Infinity Kingdom, and I really enjoy giving people tips and training people on how to play the game, and probably showing people how to play the game. That's a better word. And I've always gotten enjoyment out of alliance type games where there's guilds and alliances and giving tips about the game and showing how to play the game and having conversations with people. So I want to give a shout out to Alphamatic. Alphamatic has posted a couple comments and questions on my videos. So I really enjoy the engagement that I'm getting, what little it is, but I enjoy it. And I enjoy answering questions. And Alphamatic had a perfect question, and I wanted to go ahead and answer that. So, hi, I'm wondering where should I spend all my gems as a free-to-play player, and do you have any suggestions, or where should I spend my gems? And that is a very good question to answer, because there's several different ways in the game, went the wrong direction, that you could spend gems. And you could like purple soul crystals, you could very quickly go through them. And I'm going to be hopping between my two accounts to kind of give you examples of where I think it's best to spend gems. So let's go in here. Now, I want to first go into my big account, my whale. He's certainly not a whale on the server that I'm in, not at all. Let's see, it's loading up. Okay. So here we are. Kind of want to show you some things what's going on right here. Okay, want to show a build. All right. I never spend gems on building. I've never had a reason to spend a gem on building. Maybe I use some at very early on where it's at level 1, level 2 just to get it done, and that's the only time. But if you look at here, as you ramp up on how expensive it is to use gems for building, and even early on in the game where you don't have a lot of gems, it can be very expensive using gems. So I don't think that's a good way of using gems at all. The other way I do not think is a good way to use, look at my resources up on the top here. And I consider this right now that I'm a little bit low, okay? So I'm at the 35 range. I like being at the 50 range. So let me look at, barracks walls. Those are all pretty expensive resource-wise to build. So if you look here, it's going to cost me 14.8 million, 22.3, 14.8 million in iron. So I definitely have enough to cover my next major build. I got 3 going on right now. So what I'm focusing on is I'm trying to build up my resources, so I'm focusing on items that don't take up a lot of resources right now. And I want to show you what I have in the inventory. So in inventory, let's just see, I'm going to use 370K there in food. I'm not going to use any of this. Let's go into stone. And I think I did use some inventory out of stone recently. But anyways, I got about 400K there. I got 250K there. I got 25.4 million there. I have 40.5 million there, and 3.6 million and 1.5 million. So, I have a ton of resources. I'm saving it all for the very end there when I have to reach that 40 and try to boost up to 40 right away really quickly and get the barracks done really quickly. So I'm saving that. I'm saving my speed ups. So with these, I think I got about 100 and some days worth of speed ups to use. So I've always played games like this. I kind of hoard a bunch of items to use them when it makes a big impact. And so I never use gems to buy resources out of here. I've never had a reason to do so. So I very seldom use gems out of the market, though I do. Okay, so let me go back into the main account. Oh, well, let me show you something. Okay, from here. One more thing. One thing that I did use gems, but it will be challenging. Okay, so I'm not a free-to-play player. I'm not a big spender. I kind of fall somewhere in the middle. So one way to use gems is to try to get to level 10 in the VP. And there's been some great videos posted out by Boss Nasty. I hope I pronounce his name right. And Westy West about using gems to boost up your VP. Because your VP, you get some nice bonuses. You see the production where I'm at, lumber mill production, dragon upgrade speed. But the most important thing in hitting level 10 is this chest that you get every single day. So you're basically doubling the amount of philosopher stones that you can get because you get this philosopher stone every day and then you get your daily task. And so that's a big goal. But let me tell you, it takes a lot of gems to get there. So I'm sitting there at 202, need 250. I've been sitting at VIP 10. Once I hit VIP 10, I stop spending gems on it. And it's as a free to play player, it's going to take you long to get there, but I definitely do suggest using gems in the VIP area. And let's go back into my other account. Okay. The other big way that I use gems is in the Hall of Immortals. So, because purple soul crystals are so difficult to get, and in fragments, you want as many fragments, and that's one of the quickest ways to develop your heroes and max them out, is I spend gems in here. So, how do I spend gems in the Hall of Immortals? No, I do not spend 2,700 gems. Like right now, I got 0. I will not spend 2,700. So what I'll do is, hey, I'm playing in a day. I'm short I'm short 2 gems or something like that. Then I'll go ahead and buy those 2 gems and do a pull so I can have a good flow of fragments and a good flow of purple souls crystals. So I definitely spend gems in here. So where else do I spend gems? Well, I also spend gems occasionally, on boost. Occasionally, I use mainly Alliance coins to get the contract builder, but I occasionally use it for shields. Because it's very cheap and inexpensive. So it's 200 gems for an 8-hour shield. It's 500 gems for a 24-hour shield. And so if there's a contention of lords going on and for whatever reason I'm busy, I spend gems there. And so I always like a reserve of gems so I can use it whenever I need to. I always like having a reserve of gem. If I need a serious boost during a battle and I don't have any boost, I may use it there. But mainly I use it on protection barriers if I'm out of protection barriers. So like right now, let's see. I'm out of 4 hour. I got 2 8 hours. I got none 24 hour. I mean, even a 3-day protection is 1,200 gems. So I think the protection barriers are great value. And then I do use gems occasionally in Mysterium. So I don't use it to buy fragments. Let's see. Hopefully there's a shop guy here. Yeah, here we go. But what I do, if there's a big enough discount, so if there's a 40% discount off shield, then I may buy that shield, because eventually I'm going to be using it. So I take advantage of those discounts. I may take advantage of discounts on revenge totems. So I have, in case I want to use it, most of the time I do not use revenge totems, but it's good to have at least 1 or 2 revenge totems, because when you want to use it, you want to use it. So that I do not buy fragments, even though it's discounted. Now, the only time I use fragments in the market, or gems in the market to get fragments, is, I got one refresh here. Let's see what I got here. Is to get fragments that I know are only going to show up with gems. So heroes like Attila the Hun will only show up with gems. El Cid will only show up with gems, I'm pretty sure. So any type of hero that only shows up with gems, I use it there. And that's pretty much all I use gems on. So just to recap. So I use it in the market when I know the fragments only show up with gems. I use it in the Hall of Immortals when I know I just need a few stones to make it there to get the 10 pull. I use it for VIP, and I haven't used it yet for VIP. Probably when I'm going to use it is I'm close to that 9, and I'm close to 10, and I need some gems to get there. That's probably where I'll use my gems, on the VIP. Or, I'm almost there to the next level, and then I'll go there. I use gems in the Mysterium to buy shields, mainly shields, and maybe a revenge totem. Maybe a teleport if it's discounted not enough. Those are the things that I buy out of the Mysterium. I'll use gems during events, special events. So if a special event's in that column, like the Child's Play event, I think going that extra column and actually spending the 3,500 gems ended up being a good value and ended up being worth doing if you were performing well in that event. But I do not spend gems and resources. I do not spend gems to upgrade buildings. And so those are my suggestions. I feel like I'm missing one or something. I may occasionally, if I have an opportunity to place well, like we have the spider event going on, I may use some gems there. If I'm in the arena and I have one hit to move up like to the next level on the chest there, I may buy, 1 or 2. So I take advantage of gems to help give me that extra boost to maybe place in an event. And I would say those are pretty much all the areas that I spend gems. Now, I want to talk real quick, and I'm going to be quick about this because this video is actually longer than I thought it would be, is about spending. So if you want to spend a little bit, where do I spend? Now, the one things that I spend in here is, number one, King's Supplies. I think it is a great value, 350 gems, to spend $9.99 a month in the U.S. is a great value, and I spend there. I also spend occasionally in the daily deals, And the one that, if I have like a lot of purple soul crystals, I will buy this 99-cent one. And just because I want the market refreshes, so I can go into the market. They're under special bundle. It's not here right now. There is a 99-cent one that shows up every day that will give you a philosopher's stone. It will also give you 3 100 APs or 1,000 APs. I have a tendency to buy that one, and I can't remember. It doesn't have. And then in here, if I want to spend some extra money, which I did for a video, so that's why you see this is so high, I will buy the Immortal promotion because of the market refresh and because of Philosopher's Stones. And they had a special pack here. They had a special $4.99 pack that gave you Philosopher's Stones, but also gave you a lot of speed ups. And that was a special pack that normally isn't on there. And then I will spend on the growth fund. Now that I've reached level 20, I will spend on the growth fund soon because you get to claim all these past gems. And I will spend in here if I need gems. And so far I haven't spent any money in here. But this is a nice place to be and go to if you need, for some reason, a bunch of gems to do something in the game. And that's it. So I hope you found this video helpful. Give it a thumbs up, like it, and keep on coming back. There will definitely be more videos on the Infinity Kingdom. And have an awesome day.